Hey everyone, welcome to match 1 of 5 of Temur Delirious Delver, a new Temur deck I've been working on. Deck tech was posted this morning, link is in the description of this video, so check that out. In this match we are playing against Bant Snow Control, someone trying to make that work again. The mulligan there, this hand is, as low as I'm willing to go. We drew another land. Not really what I wanted to see, but let's see what we're about to draw. Dragon's Rage Channeler is actually a guaranteed draw we would like, so we're just going to let that go. Worst case, Force of Negation is used, and we use Serum Visions as Force of Negation fodder. At least we get to draw our threat. And we would more or less have Delirium turn 2, I believe. Almost. Wall of Omens is going to resolve. Have no problem with that. I'm going to fetch end of turn. Yeah. 2 card types in the graveyard now. Another Serum Visions, which is not the worst thing in the world. So play Rage first, and then play Serum. So we get a trigger for Surveil. Actually would like to draw Abundant, so let me keep that. We saw Goyf, which I'm obviously going to keep on top, and definitely don't need another land right now. Our opponent doing nothing, which is just fantastic for a deck like us. So I'm going to go get a green source. Get another Surveil trigger. Oh, another one. I think I would want one, yeah. 2 flyers in the air is better than 1. So I'm going to hit our opponent, get Delirium enabled, and now we're going to attack him. Okay, we have to attack him. One of the few downsides of Dragon Rage Channeler. Alright, our opponent has a response. Alright, counterspell. Fair enough. We're gonna let that resolve. Yeah, that was a good call. Because they just ran into a Teferi, so there we go. Force of Negation. We already know what's on top. That's not gonna change. So there we go. So now I can get 2 Surveil triggers, but first let's just attack in. And let's see what we stumble into with Abundant Harvest. Question is, you see, now this is the weird interaction I told you about. Okay, Goyf actually I like to keep on top, so non-land. So it actually works pretty well here. The question is, like, did I really want Seal of Fire? Seal of Fire would help me close the game out a bit quicker. In fact, it would have helped me close the game out, next turn if I'd kept it. But then I decided to go with Goyf instead. Is that a better, option? I don't know. Sometimes it's worse when you have more knowledge. Okay, Eternal Witness coming into the battlefield. I'm assuming they're going to target Abundant Harvest. Okay, all right. That's fine. So we're going to get in for 3 here, obviously, because Ice Fang is going to take out one of our channelers. Might as well get our triggers off for... Oh, yeah, Counterspell, I'll take. Although, the question here is, do I take Counterspell and then not play Goyf so that I have mana available? That's a decision I'm going to have to make. Let's see if the second time... Okay, second time around, I decide to keep it on top. Our opponent is waiting. Alright. So let's see what they're going to draw. Prismatic Vista, which is perfectly fine. So we have to attack here. They're obviously going to block 1. To be fair, I probably would have attacked either way. So here's a good example of not overcommitting to the board, especially since we knew we were going to draw into Counterspell. There was no reason for us to put Goyf, even though it would have been nice to have an extra threat. But here we're just going to let them do their thing. Ice Fang is going to go into their hand, and here's where we do Counterspell and we win. Whereas if we rush with Goyf, this game would have been prolonged further. There we go. So, good example of not overcommitting. Alright, so time for the sideboard. Veil of Summer would be a good idea. Although here it seems like I forgot to put Veil of Summer into my sideboard. Well, that's just fantastic. That is just fantastic. Well, we're going to have to deal with it. You can see here I'm like, where is my Veil of Summer, you idiot? Well, it is what it is. We're going to bring in some Engineered Explosives. Clothis maybe to grind out a bit. I think that's fine. Oh, that's a pretty good hand. I'll keep that. That is a pretty sweet hand. I mean, it would have been nice to have another land, but we can wait. We can dirtle here for a while. 2 Force of Negations, plenty of fodder for the forces, and a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Sure. No Death Touch yet, but that'll probably not be the case next turn. Alright, let's see what we get on the flip. Seal of Fire does not flip our Delver. But I would like to potentially take out that Ice Fang. Although there's no reason to take it out just yet. Yeah, I think here we have no choice but to Serum because we desperately need a land. I mean, I did say we could dirtle a bit, but realistically, a second land drop is kind of key. I mean, we're filling up here, that's for sure, but it's not enough. Always unsure if I should be countering opposing Abundant Harvests. So, I mean, we have an answer for Ice Fang. I'm not too concerned here, and they don't have Counterspell mana. Well, we got our second, which is perfectly fine. Unfortunately, there's no 2 red sources, so we can't play Dragon's Rage and then get a Surveil trigger. Okay, looks like I'm just going to dump my hand. Of threats, at least. So here I think it makes sense. Here, let's just put a bit of pressure on our opponent, because they're usually not in a rush here. Another Ice Fang, sure. I mean, we do have answers for these, so I'm not too concerned. It'd be nice if we had a second red producing mana, or red producing land, but that'll come. Obviously, they're not going to attack with the potential of 3 flyers this turn. Let's see if we flip. Nope, we don't. We don't. Well, that's what you get for playing non-creature spells that are not instants and sorceries. So we'll keep Serum on top because we're going to need it. And the question is, do we really need to do anything else here? I mean, I have no reason to attack in, so... Now what we can do next turn is that we can crack Seal of Fire, take out one of the Ice Fang. Okay, well now there's 3. Spoke too soon. Alright, well I guess now we definitely need a second red producing land. But I think we're okay. Oh, they paid 2 life and did nothing. That is quite ominous. Let's see what comes here. Probably would have preferred Veil of Summer over EE right now. Okay, did we get a double flip here? Come on. I do have like 26-ish to 28-ish instants and sorceries. Can't be that. Okay, Cryptic Command is going to get Force of Negation, obviously. I'm not sure what I'm waiting for. Oh, I let it through. Okay. I'm saving my force. Clearly. Counterspell. Ugh. Really need a land right now. Really need a land. Yeah, I think I put it at the bottom, but I'm 50-50 on this. Yeah. Okay, you could see my thinking process there. I'm like, well, no. Alright. This is fine. This is okay. We have 3 force negations here. This is pretty good. I'm mostly concerned about Teferi at the moment, though. At this point, they can cast Teferi and still have counterspell mana up, which is not a good thing. And I just realized why I couldn't cast Force there. It wasn't my turn. It was my turn, so I had no mana to cast it. So I think that makes sense. Well, not that it makes sense. I have no choice, so it is what it is. Obviously, we're going to keep this on top. We already knew it's there. Yeah, so that's why I couldn't cast it. Had no choice. I just kind of had to take it. Ephemerate. Yeah. No, I'm not having any of these shenanigans. I am not having any of these shenanigans. Still want that on top. Goodbye. Beautiful. Okay. Endurance. Oh, this is brutal. Alright. Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to let it resolve. And it has reach, which sucks. Cool. Pay 2 life, but I don't think I actually needed it there. Oh, am I gonna do engineer explosives on 3? Yes, I am. But usually if I'm doing this, I feel like I've probably lost the game. At least that's how I feel. It's so rare that I do EE on 3. The thing is, we're still not in the worst spot here. I mean, they need to do a board wipe or something. We're gonna get rid of Endurance next turn. Oh, okay, they're putting pressure, sure. I mean, that's concerning, honestly. Alright, let's see what they do here. Cool. I should have just put that in the graveyard. Oh, I want to land. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Okay, I want to have mana for Force Negation. Gotcha. Alright, I guess that's fair enough. So I'm going to take the other 4 here. There we go. Now this is very risky because at any given point they can counter what I'm doing. But it is end of turn, so instant speed only. So now I have Force of Negation to back me up here. I have Lethal on board. GG's. Alright, good. Got it. Whew! Would have liked to know what they had in their hand. But I guess it wasn't enough for us. Alright, so we dealt with control. It's always nice to be able to deal with control. Even when they have 3 Ice Fang Coatls on the battlefield and an Endurance, which clears out our graveyard and breaks our Delirium. But you saw it wasn't that hard to get our Delirium back. And just in the nick of time to deal exactly lethal. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below how you thought this match was. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, share my content on social media, watch my content start to finish like you are right now. All of that stuff really helps me out a lot. If you want to become a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video as well. Check out the Patreon reward program. I talk about that a lot on my channel, but I really think it is worth it if you can afford $5 a month. It's $5 a month that you almost certainly are going to get back at the end of every year, and probably even more as you're a patron longer. Thanks, and have a good one.